got out some basic tools like gardening scissors and rake and gloves, etc. Because it's good moment. It's not raining right now, it's not hot in the sun, it's just cloudy. So I can try to get rid of this greenery which is growing too much right now. After rain it's picking up speed very fast. So we'll try. Maybe I'll decide to let it grow a little bit, but we'll see how easy it comes. If it's too short, it's hard to take with rake, because rake doesn't grab. If it's too high plant material, when it's too heavily in the ground already, so I must find the perfect moment when to rake it up. And some plants are maybe easier to just pull them out from ground instead of cutting later. So we'll see. So I tried different methods with the rake, with a shovel, and by hand. There is no one perfect tool for removing the plants, because each place is different. Some places is perfect, like here I could do perfectly with a shovel while the rake was slipping over most of it. Here also rake was slipping over, but the rest I pulled out by hand. The stones, nothing to do, only by hand. But yeah, this I have to cut as well. It apparently doesn't have, I don't know if it's, what's the reason, but it looks like it's not happy. So I have to cut some of them off here. But what I found when I was cutting the plants here off, what I found here was some hole. And I don't know who is that. Rats, or because if it was a mole it would have pushed out, I think, more. It doesn't look like it has pushed out anything, which is very strange hole here. No idea. Should I block it or not? I don't know. Maybe it's good to have, so I have less cockroaches. When the jungle was big, when I had a lot of mice here, fat mice, happy mice, because they were like big fruits, they were eating these. I don't know what kind of fruits they were. And when I got rid of a jungle, little the mice disappeared. Now I hear only very few of them, sometimes further. But when mice were here, I had almost no cockroaches. I saw one cockroach a month, while in Madeira most of gardens have no mice at all. They are exterminated, but they are full of cockroaches. So I was thinking it's good to keep some mice, but how can I keep them, you know? I don't want to feed them. So maybe it's good that either mole or one mouse has appeared here, keeping clean, because last month I caught 2 cockroaches, I think, or 3. In 2 months, 3. Anyway, it's like 50% increase, which I'm not happy about. So maybe even 100% increase in cockroaches. So before we take over the garden, I need some animals here, but which animals? Who knows? I will let the garden decide. But some of it I have to get rid for sure. It's physical work, but needs to be done. Some of the greenery here. So I dropped all the tools quite fast, and gloves as well. I realized that the most effective way is to just pull out them from ground by hand. Maybe I can show here some of the camera. If it stands at angle, it doesn't matter. So easiest way is just to go around and pull them out like this, the biggest one, biggest plants. And the rest, I don't know what happens to the rest, but we will get some free growing space now, the smaller plants. But anyway, I'm quite sure that few of you there who are watching can relate to me that I would rather do something else than garden. It's not my favorite activity. It's good exercise, but I have enough exercise all day when I'm running around in the city. So I would rather spend my time on my projects which I'm working on than gardening, because this is not once and done. It's gonna be again and again and again, same field over. Anyway, you got the idea. And many of you have done gardening, I'm sure. So I dump all of him to see how much. It's been a jungle, but it was so high. So with the rain and maybe decomposition below, it has lowered now quite a bit. But when I was putting the dead plants here and fresh ones as well, I put some bigger logs, not huge but bigger pieces like that. I put quite a few below so it would have some air, it wouldn't start to rot. And fortunately I don't smell any rotting odor at all, so that was the right thing to do. Because before, when I dumped just on the ground here, before moving everything behind there, it became very smelly here, composting. So now I got to keep doing with that camera after I'll show the result. So usually I'm quite perfectionist in my life in many things, but to every rule there are exceptions, and gardening is my exception. One of the exceptions is gardening. So I cut the biggest plants and left them behind, so I'll let them the rest here for now. Because what I will do tomorrow if I finish everything perfect today, isn't it? So let it be. I got it, the unhappy parts I cut off as well, and we'll see another day. More things to do.